Hello everyone, this is Colton with POSGuys.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MicroTouch IC-156P Windows Touch computer. This is MicroTouch's entry into the all-in-one point-of-sale market. So I thought I'd take a look at the unit today, break down what I think about it, and then just give my overall impressions on that. So they make both a 15-inch and a 21-inch model. Today I have the 15-inch model, so that's the one we're going to be taking a look at. And overall, I think it's a super solid unit. Like I mentioned before, this is a 15.6-inch capacitive touchscreen with a 16.9 aspect ratio, so a little wider the screen. And it clocks in with a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080p. The image itself, I don't have it turned on here because the glare is a little weird, but it's super crisp, nice lines, and I think the colors on this are really nice as well. So the display itself is pretty good. I was messing around with the touch display. It's a multi-touch, so if your software application supports gesturing and scrolling, this will handle that pretty well. So overall, really impressed with the actual screen itself. So let's take a second to look at the build quality on this unit. Overall, I'm actually really impressed. It's a really solid computer overall. It's going to come in at about 13 pounds without the stand. And it's built from a combination of steel and plastic. It's going to be plastic on the outsides here, and then a steel on the back with some internal components. So one thing to note with this particular unit is if I flip it on over here, you're going to find that it's a pretty slim build here. Really nice profile. It's definitely not as bulky as some of the other things that I'm seeing on the market in terms of Windows computers. One big thing to note on this particular unit, however, is that it doesn't ship with a stand. So you'll need to buy a stand separately. Right here, I have attached MicroTouch's official stand. It's a 100 by 100 Visa, so that's what I'm going to kind of be basing this review off of. But if you have a wall mount or something special like that, you're going to be pretty good. Like I mentioned before, with the stand on and the unit, it's a pretty stable, and that's always a big thing that I look for in touch monitors. If you're in a really busy retail setting and you have your employees really just tapping on this really hard, you're going to see that it doesn't have a lot of movement on there. You're really going to have to kind of move it around this way, push it forward, or push it back to some extent to get this thing to move. But just regular tapping isn't going to do much to, wobble it around. If we did flip it around here for a second and take a look at the bottom, bring it forward here so you can take a look, you're going to find a bunch of different ports on here. So we're going to have the standard power cable right here, pretty solid. We're going to have an RS-232 connection, an RJ45, two USB ports. One is a 2.0, or sorry, two of them are 2.0s, and two of them are 3.0s. You're going to have a mini display port right here, and then a micro USB connection on that. Additionally, there is going to be there's going to be built-in Bluetooth 4.0 and a Wi-Fi receiver included on this as well. So the port offerings on this unit are pretty in line with other models, comparable models on the market today. There's only two real things that I might have liked to have seen, and they're kind of minor, really. I might have liked to have seen an HDMI port or something on this, just so you had a couple other options. You're not just reliant on that mini display port. But the mini display port is a pretty good connection type, and you can still stream through the USB port if you really want to. And you can always get an adapter, so that's not a terribly big deal. The other thing that you might have noticed is that this doesn't have a cash drawer port on it. That's pretty common on POS-focused all-in-one systems. But a lot of people are moving over onto digital receipt setups anyway, and most of the time you just use a receipt printer. So it's really not a big deal overall. So I think this thing is really equipped for whatever application you're going to use it for. There is a module add-on on the back here and on the top. Those are made for either a magnetic strip reader or a camera module. So, if your software supports that and you kind of want to build out the unit, you definitely have the option for that. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to give us a call on that. In fact, that's going to actually wrap up the review today. So if you do have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call or an email. Both of those are on the screen now. And if you are interested in picking up this unit or learning a little bit more, definitely check out the description below. We'll have a few links that you can go and check out this unit and potentially make a purchase. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been great having you here, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.